Good day everyone. Myself Rishabh Malviya, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Pharmacy, School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Galgotias University. Today we will discuss about pharmaceutical suspension. First of all, we should know that pharmaceutical suspension is a biphasic liquid dosage form. It means it contains two phases. One is dispersed phase and another is continuous phase. In dispersed phase, solid solute particles are present, while in continuous phase, liquid medium is present. But these solid particles are insoluble in solvent system. A pharmaceutical suspension is a dispersed system in which internal phase is dispersed uniformly as finely divided insoluble particles throughout the external phase. In suspension, solid particles are present and uniformly distributed within the solvent system, and these solid particles are insoluble in solvent system. The internal phase consists of a particulate matter that is essentially insoluble but dispersed uniformly throughout the continuous phase with the addition of suspending agent. In some cases, single agent is used, but combination of suspending agent may be used for the stabilization of suspension. The external phase, also known as suspending medium or continuous phase, is generally aqueous in nature, but in some cases may be an organic or oily liquid for non-oral use. We should note that if external phase is aqueous in nature, it is generally used orally, but for non-oral use, external phase, that is continuous phase, may be non-oily in nature. Oily in nature, non-aqueous in nature. In this slide, we will study about the various advantages of suspension. Suspension can improve chemical stability of certain drugs, for example, procaine, penicillin G. Drugs in suspension exhibit higher rate of bioavailability, higher rate of dissolution. Bioavailability is in the following order. It is much more in the case of solution, followed by suspension, capsule, compressed tablet and coated tablet. It means suspension shows more bioavailability as compared to capsule and tablet dosage form. Duration and onset of action can be controlled easily in case of suspension. For example, protamine zinc insulin suspension is used to control the onset of action of insulin. Suspension can mask the unpleasant or bitter taste of drug, for example, chloramphenicol suspension. In this slide, we will study about disadvantages of suspension. Disadvantages of suspension include physical stability, sedimentation and compactation can cause problem. Suspension is bulky in nature, therefore sufficient care must be taken during handling and transport. And it is difficult to formulate a stable suspension because suspension is thermodynamically unstable. Uniform and accurate dose cannot be achieved unless suspension are packed in unit dosage form. These are the basic disadvantages of suspension dosage form. Generally, suspension are classified on the basis of general classes and based on proportion of solid particles. Based on general classes, suspension may be oral suspension, externally applied suspension that is applied over skin, and parenteral suspension which are directly entered into the systemic circulation. Based on the proportion of solid particles, suspension may be dilute suspension, consisting 2 to 10% weight by volume solid. It may be concentrated suspension containing 50% weight by volume solid particles. Based on the electrokinetic nature of solid particles, suspension may be flocculated suspension and deflocculated suspension. On the basis of size of solid particles present in disperse phase medium, suspension may be colloidal suspension, coarse suspension, and nano suspension. And on the basis of physical state, suspension may be suspension, aerosol, and foam. Generally, suspension classified as flocculated suspension and deflocculated suspension. In flocculated suspension, disperse phase particles form a network-like structure, while in deflocculated suspension, the disperse phase particles are present as single entity. There is no interaction between the particles in the case of deflocculated suspension, but in flocculated suspension, dispersed phase particles have good interaction and they form a network-like structure, and this structure is known as floccules. Now we will study about flocculated suspension. Most of the marketed suspensions are pharmaceutical flocculated suspension. In flocculated suspension, they form floccules or flocks that are loose aggregate that will cause increase in sedimentation rate due to increase in size of sedimenting particles. This is the structure of flocks or floccules. Hence, flocculated suspension sediment more rapidly as compared to the deflocculated suspension. Here, the sedimentation depends not only on the size of the flocks, but also on the porosity of the flocks. Now, we will study about deflocculated suspension. In deflocculated suspension, individual particles are settling. They are present as dispersed phase particles are present as single entity. There is no interaction between the particles. Rate of sedimentation is slow, which prevents entrapping of liquid medium, which makes it difficult to redisperse by agitation. This phenomena is called caking or claying. In deflocculated suspension, larger particles settle fast and the smaller particles remain in supernatant. And this is the reason why supernatant appears cloud. From the complete study, it can be summarized that pharmaceutical suspension is a biphasic liquid dosage form. Pharmaceutical suspension is useful for children as well as elderly patients, and stability of suspension is a major concern. The most important point is flocculated suspension is preferred over deflocculated suspension. These are the questions which arises after the complete study. Question may be: define pharmaceutical suspension, differentiate between flocculated and deflocculated suspension, enlist various advantages and disadvantages of pharmaceutical suspension, and categorize various types of suspension. These are the references which can be referred for further study. Thank you very much for your kind attention. You can contact on the given email ID and contact number for any query. Thank you very much.